Hey guys, Michael here with Hello Cupcake It's Me, and today is the Wednesday check-in. Today is Wednesday, April 7th, and got a bunch of just kind of woohoo news. The very first thing is this morning, kind of bittersweet. My niece went for her driving test today and passed. And so the bittersweet aspect of that is that I'm probably no longer going to get those phone calls. Hey, uncle, can you take me to the store? Hey, uncle, do you want to hang out? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? And then the fact that she's really grown up now. Like, she's been on her own for a year, or going on 2.5 years, actually, I think. And has a job and a really good little bank account, and is seeing someone, and has her whole life outside of the family or whatever. And so it's just kind of like bittersweet. Like, I've only spent like maybe 6 months away from her entire life, and so I always refer to her as my starter child. And people look at me kind of weird, like, what? But being 40, single, and without children, she's the closest thing to a kid I've ever had. And I've always kind of been that, like, dual role for her, both uncle and dad type situation. And so, for pretty much the entire span of her life, it's always been me, her, and her mom. And just recently, though, since she's been living on her own or whatever, her and I've become really close, and we would go out for drives and stuff where I would let her drive and just get practice doing whatever. And she kind of started opening up to me about some of the things that has been going on in her life, and things that happened in the past that she didn't feel like she had the ability to talk about back then, and so on and so forth. So it's kind of been like a counseling session where we both could go and just kind of bitch about our lives or whatever. So as I'm sitting there watching her get into the car with the driving instructor and pull out and drive away, I was just like, my baby, she's grown up. So, but super proud of her. She passed it with flying colors. I knew she was going to. Well, I wouldn't say with flying colors, but she passed it. The instructor really graded her really harshly on some of the things, like in a parallel parking situation, he said that she was too far away from the curb, but she's still within legal limits. So he marked her off for that. He marked her off for parking on a hill, and they weren't on a hill. He said, park like you were going to be on a hill or whatever, and it was like, okay. So, yeah, it was, you only needed an 80 to pass, and she passed with an 84, so however that works out, it works out. She's now a licensed driver in the state of Washington, and this weekend or next weekend, I think she's going to go out and look for a car, and that's her birthday present to herself, is that she's going to buy herself a car. So that's pretty cool. In my own news, I went to the doctor's for my hand because you may or may not have remembered this, or I may not have mentioned it. I hurt my hand really bad. I punched a cabinet door and got the drawer pull right here in between the knuckles, and so my whole hand was just bruised and sore, and it's still not 100%, it's still tender in parts. But I went and I got that x-rayed, and there's no broken bones or fractures or anything, just a really good bruise. And so that was cool. I have a telehealth conference coming up with my doctor, my urinary tract doctor for my kidney stones. They finally just got the results back, like 6 years later, it seems like. And so I told him, I'm like, you know what? I want to do telehealth. I don't want to have to drive out to go see him or whatever. So got that scheduled, and then I got 2 more appointments coming up. I have one for my diabetic check-in and a 40-year-old physical, so I have no idea what the physical entails, but yeah, I'm gonna go get my big boy physical done. Outside of all of that, gearing up for my peer counseling test coming up in May. I'm still not 100% sure when in May it's going to be showing up. It's either going to be the 1st through the 10th or the 10th through the 21st. And I'm really nervous about that. A lot of you guys have like given me votes of confidence, telling me I'm going to do great and all that other stuff. And I know I'm probably going to do really well, but I'm still nervous about that. In the meantime, I am taking testing here and there or whatever else for other aspects of mental health and counseling. Last night I did a class on counseling access to lethal means, meaning what the signs are to see in someone if you believe that they're a risk for suicide, learning the difference between the types of suicides and things like that. So I was really intrigued by this class because somebody who has dealt with suicidal issues themselves and has mental health issues, it gave me another perspective on my own self, and having that suicidal ideation was just kind of like a little bit of an eye-opener, like, oh yeah, okay, I see that, yeah. So I got my certificate in that last night, so I got it all put into a little frame. I need to buy stock in these frames because I get them from the Dollar Tree, and I just buy whatever I can afford at the time, and yeah, get my little certificates done, and yay me. Also, on that topic, I have started up a Patreon account, and so the links will be in the show notes or description down below, whatever you want to call it. If you guys feel like you want to donate toward me being able to do some of these continual education courses, or just want to like throw a couple of bucks my way, like, you know, good job, Michael, or whatever, it's appreciated. It's not requested. Well, it's appreciated. And that money will be filtered back into my continuing education, or just going toward updating the blog costs and stuff like that, like paying off GoDaddy, whatever. You want to throw a couple of bucks, cool. If not, cool. I'm also going to put the link or the URL down here somewhere. Hopefully I can figure out how to do that in my editing software. But otherwise it's going to be down below. And, you know, thank you if you do, thank you if you don't. You know, I'm just thankful that y'all have stuck with me this far. And I think we're like up to 655 subscribers now, which is amazing. I really, 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 really would love to be able to get that number up to 1,000 or even 1,500. 1,200 would be amazing. So then that way it unlocks new features for me as a content provider, and that we can do more things together here on this platform. And you know, I would really love to do an interview with one of you. If you guys would like to be on a upcoming video segment, just shoot me an email, hellocupcakeitsme@gmail.com, or put it in the show notes here, but preferably the email, so then that way we can send some better like communication to each other, like maybe phone numbers, addresses, so on and so forth, or whatever it is that we need. There will be a form that I'm going to need you to sign if you do decide to like come on to the show. It's a model release form and just general like guidelines as to what can be expected for the video, how the video is going to be used, so on and so forth. So yeah, that's that. I've got a lot of stuff planned for between now and May 1st, and I'm running out of time. As you can see, there's still the cluster behind me, and I'm not into my new YouTube studio as of yet. I'm trying to get my schedule and the person who's going to be helping me schedule to like coincide with one another. And there's a bunch of other stuff that's got to go on with that as well. One of it being that I need the weather to work with us. The last 4 days, it's been gorgeous, bright, sunny outside, the whole 9 yards. The last day and a half, it's been dark, overcast, and rainy. So it's like, yay, we're in winter 3.1 now. And a lot of the stuff I got to take to the dump, and I don't want it sitting on the back of a truck getting wet, and then that adding water weight to what's already going to be heavy. So it's like, I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't right now. But you know what? Every little step forward counts, right? At the very least, I need to clean up this space here. And that's just a lot of putting things back where they go and getting rid of some stuff. Like this little pile right over my shoulder here, that is like packing material from a box that I got the other day. And so I have plans to do these things, and also trying to do online courses and take care of my daily grind BS. So yeah, there's all that. Oh, and I just recently got let out of Facebook jail, so that was fun. I used the terms white and the terms trash as a descriptive for two characters on television and the fight that would ensue between them. And so, yeah, that was interesting. I was locked up for 73 hours. Went in Friday, so I had to spend all day Friday, all day Saturday, all day Sunday, and half the day on Monday before I got let out. So it really kind of sucked in the fact that there was a lot of things that happened in my personal life and to my friends and family that I needed to respond to, or that I wanted to respond to and wasn't able to. And it really has kind of left a sour taste in my mouth about the whole, I'm not going to say censorship of it, but just the way that the algorithm works, because that's what flagged me. It was the algorithm. It wasn't a moderator or anything else. And because I used those two terms back to back, it was taken as hate speech and removed because it went against the community guidelines. So, yeah. I've already downloaded like all of my personal information and all my pictures and stuff from my Facebook account. And if you guys did not know this, Facebook actually has a court system that you can appeal on Facebook, and then you could take it a step further to go to the Facebook courthouse and put in your appeal there. And that's the oversight board, and that's oversightboard.com. And you take your Facebook infraction ID number, you put it into their website, and then you answer like a whole bunch of questions like, was this culturally relevant? Why did you post this content? What was this content in relation to? What countries does this content include? What language was used? Was it in English? Was it in Spanish? Was it in this? Was it in that? Blah 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 blah. Why do you think that you were miscategorized? Why do you think this happened? What category does this fall into? Does it fall into humor? Does it fall into classical ideologies? Like all this different crap. And then there is a very slim chance of you getting actually reviewed by said review board. But yeah, so it was interesting, a bunch of bullshit, and like 72 hours later, and I finally got out of Facebook jail. And I'm thankful that they don't go looking at your pictures, because the picture I posted could have quite easily landed me back in Facebook jail, and I'm actually looking for that right now. So yeah, it was kind of funny what they did and how things worked out the way that they did, but that was too bright. Let's see. There we go. So yeah, I made that as my profile picture. And if you can't read what it says Sucketberg, or 72 Sucketberg, straight out of Facebook. And then it was 72 hours jail. Yeah. So there was that. So that's my profile picture now for the next couple of days. So yeah, I'm a Facebook felon, 3 times convicted. So yeah, there's that. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and let you go and get this video edited and uploaded and all that other fun stuff. So you know the drill. Questions, comments, concerns, put them in the comment section down below. If you haven't done so already, hit like and subscribe, and give me some feedback on these videos. Let me know what direction you'd like for me to go. If you like what I'm doing, cool. If not, cool. If there's any topics you want me to cover, if there's any questions that you want, I love doing question and answer sessions. So you know, let's put something like that together, and I'll do that on a video, or you know, whatever, however. So yeah, until then, guys, I will talk to you all later. Stay safe, and deuces.